A Katy Pie Shop owner known for his delicious desserts is also a music man. It's his hobby and one he's putting to good use.
Certainly is. He builds guitars, gets a famous signature on those guitars, then donates them to charity. Katy Guitars has more on PMan Guitars in today's Texans Helping Texans.
Sweet pies, sweet music. Scott Chapman just started his charity PMan Guitars in January, and already his guitars have helped raise almost $10,000 for local charities.
This is my absolute favorite pie to do. Everyone said, you should call it humble pie, and I said, there is nothing humble about the way I talk about pie.
Scott Chapman is the owner and lead pastry chef of the appropriately named Proud Pie.
And I think pie was getting away from us as Americans. I think less and less people wanted to roll the crust out, learn how to make a crust.
After 20 years in the food and beverage industry, Chapman realized his true passion and opened up this Katy gem.
If you really put love and care and attention into each individual slice and each individual pie, people would love to come around it.
Over the last year, when he's not doing a two-thumb dimple in his pie crust, he's putting the same love, care, and attention into the details of his other obsession.
Guitars has been one of the things I've really loved.
He doesn't consider himself a professional luthier,
I'm a hobbyist.
but he's pretty darn close. Chapman buys the guitar body from a woodworker, but he attaches the hardware, electronics, and strings. He even showed me how he paints it. A few months and several guitars later,
When my wife was going to divorce me, if I didn't start doing something with the guitars I was making, right, instead of keeping them myself.
after seeing a signed guitar go for high dollar at a charity auction, he started getting in touch with people who knew famous people,
And this one's been signed by Lyle Lovett.
sending guitars to musicians who signed his creations so he could donate them to Houston area charities. Recently, Sasha earned the most ever for a PMan guitar.
$3,750 for Sasha. She is a beautiful guitar. She was signed by the Eli Young Band. A very nice man who happened to be a guitar player and a guitar lover just fell in love with her, and he was not going to go home without her.
While he's proud of his pies and now his guitars, Chapman says life has humbled him.
You know, when I was much younger, in my 20s and 30s, I was a very, very selfish person. I was a person who would use people for what they could give me and not necessarily give back. And that existence, as I got older, became tired.
So Chapman will continue to put more elbow grease
Butter makes everything taste better.
into both of his passions to help a community he loves.
People are going to remember you for the people that you touched, the lives that you changed.
You know, Scott is a small business owner who deals with issues that come along with owning a small business. Just last week, he was locked out of his pie shop because of a late rent payment. But pie lovers from all over Katy came forward with short-term loans, helping Proud Pie reopen just a day later. Scott says he's always received love and support from the community, so making guitars and donating them to charity is his way of paying it forward. For Texans Helping Texans, I'm Katy Guitars.